in the game.
Cocaine. EA Sports, he's in the game.
Memorial Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Tells the run, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Finds his man on the RPO. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Got enough for the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Hosley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Quarterback keep. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. The run inside. It's Haynes. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making the adjustment. Handoff again. They were all over it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Making his first move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Hosley. Can't get him to the ground. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it himself. Keeps it on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's Moore. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody.
Makes a grab and room to run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Moore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of routing to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Hands it off. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Look out! Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off-play action. They're all over him. Out wide right, it's Johnson.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Put 6 on the board.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Back's got it on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Hosley. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. In the backfield, it's Hosley. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's second and 5. They'll give it on the counter. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hosley. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Long way to go on second down. The snap sets up to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Haynes. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he tags on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like
Open field on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Off play action on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second and long here. On play action. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's May.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Lost to throw again. He's got him in the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick give. It's Hosley. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right side, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Clemson jumps to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And he gets it away.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sees an alley. Crosses the 40. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Snap in the shotgun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The fake wants to throw. Still looking to his right. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Back's got it on the screen. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Play action on 1st down. Out wide left, it's made. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. Out of midfield, he's got room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Left side is Hosley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. All wideouts, no backs. This is a designed run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Hosley. Makes a man miss. Pass to 6. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. There's, oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just feeds the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out wide left, it's Moore. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Just want something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. There he goes! Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Left side is Wesco. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Haynes. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Last chance coming up. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
Caught. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.